bro. Sorry, sir. Basically saying nigger. The N word. My bad. Yeah, goddamn.
From idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistance. What if they could jumpstart ideas for any assignment? What if they could be more transparent about their text sources? What if they could get real-time feedback?
So it has been...
Comes back and immediately loses all 95% of her audience. It's actually true though. This is probably fake. It's not fake. Jamari, guys, it's somewhat a valid source.
4 months at this point since Haley Welch, aka the Hawk TUAH girl, launched her meme coin.
Okay, y'all, drop your Solana wallets. I'm giving out some meme coins for free. What NF TUAH should I get next? I want to go shopping after the fight.
Then, of course, she promoted it relentlessly on Twitter.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
And then allegedly pulled the rug out from under her fans' feet. Now, whether this was the work of her development team of clowns or herself, it was a horrible look for the walking meme. So horrible, in fact, that it sent her into a slumber that would make Snow White jealous.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Many months later.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Talk to Him. It's been a hot minute since we've been back here.
This, of course, happened after CoffeeZilla would absolutely dismantle her and her team during an hours-long Twitter space.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Now, I have no idea who thought this would be a good course of action for her career. I mean, it is common knowledge at this point that meme coins kinda suck, and by the time they get popular enough for the average person to even hear about them, the trap has already been placed, the coin has likely been sniped, and most will be left holding the bag. And I thought that she was still asleep over 100 days later, but now she is officially back with her Talk to a podcast. Now, at first, she did actually tease her comeback with this Instagram video.
Haley Welch dead.
The Hawk TUAH girl has died.
Oh, my bad. Breaking news. The Hawk TUAH girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
Oh my god! Ooh.
What's going on with that Hawk TUAH chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk TUAH girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss TUAH.
Haley, get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
So obviously she's having her jollies with the online rumors. I found it hilarious that her Instagram bio still says influence for good, but either way she has now made her official return to podcasting, featuring none other than KSI.
Wow, Hawk TUAH hoodie, yes!
There you go.
Wow.
But when we look deeper than the surface, we can actually
Anyways, yeah.
Actually find an attempted return that was scrapped before it ever even went public. A leaked episode of Talk to a more rare than the Ancient Sea Scrolls, where FaZe Banks
Yo, Jack Doherty was spotted. Yo, where can I KFC? Day after he broke up with McKinley, Bo put his hoodie on. Crazy, bro. Damn, bro. Crazy. Let me see if it's true. Oh, Jack. You know, I'm basically, you know. Crazy, bro. It's probably someone who looks like him.
and his two crypto nerds came on around 2 months ago to essentially try and save this woman while also softly calling out her team of incompetent fools.
Millions of people are going to watch this. Everybody's kind of waiting to hear what you say. Everyone's kind of waiting to see how this plays out. And 99% of these people don't know shit about crypto. Just
and
like
I'm
you.
one of them.
Just like you. Exactly.
I'm one of them.
Exactly. And the ongoing joke on CT right now is like, if she just did this 2 days after Trump, she'd be okay.
Exactly.
Which isn't necessarily true because of the way it was done. And that's kind of the whole point, right? There's a right and a wrong way to do this.
So it's clear to me that her plan here was to essentially claim ignorance. To say that she is just a poor little girl who was scammed just as much as her fans. Something I personally find pathetic but completely on par for a generation of people who never take accountability for their actions. Her name, likeness, and brand were plastered all over this project. She was pretty much the sole person to promote it.
Oh yeah, if I want a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet.
And it was clear from the very start that it would never have any actual community, much less any form of utility.
Okay.
Are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not as big a fan about meme coins. I love crypto, but you can make some money from it. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I'm very new to it, and I'm still learning what it is.
A few moments later.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. You're adorable.
Just give us a minute.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. It's mostly important that your network and the people that you trust to walk into this market are exactly that. People that you
Why did Bo give her a second chance, bro?
can trust.
I think that's where I messed up.
For sure, for sure.
Now, to be clear, the people who bought into this are equally, if not much more stupid than TUAH herself. But for her to have the audacity to do anything but apologize with maybe a ukulele, and instead to just point her finger and blame other people, to me is insane. But hey, she still had time to squeeze in a quick sponsor segment.
Money, oh money, oh I love thee.
Alright, you guys, I only got one sponsor left because there's some real ones and they've stuck with me since every bit of this started.
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just bedrot all day getting nothing.
I don't give a what. My bad.
Game Time believes in me, y'all, and I believe in them.
Game Time's more loyal than most of y'all's mans out here. This podcast ain't going nowhere, and
Shut the fuck up. Why the hell is she even on there, bro? All she says is, hot to like, bro, shut the fuck up. She's not even entertaining anything. She's there just to be there. That's like the fucking, you know, the fourth characters, the characters who are just there to basically fill up or level up the fucking main players. She's basically just a father character, bro.
either are them Game Time deals.
So Banks brings his friends who are apparently crypto experts, and they try and get an explanation from her and her lawyer. Hawk claims that she was brought into this opportunity by someone who over-exaggerated their qualifications, and that pretty much everything in the promotion of this coin was just scripted stuff that she was told and paid to say.
CoffeeZilla got on there. That scary guy, let me tell you. Don't ever want to have a conversation with him. Well, so that's how it got brought to me. It was supposed to be done the right way. Like, it was going to be good. Like, half the money, it was supposed to go, like, into my charity. That's really why I agreed to do it. Just for the simple fact, putting money into that. It was a way to, like, get all my community gathered up together. It was just, I don't know. It was brought to me in, like, a positive way. Like, it was going to be something good and long-term, but it didn't go that route at all.
Next, the lawyer comes in and admits that Hawk Tool received $125,000 up front for using her name and likeness on this project, and that she was supposed to receive another $200,000 after it was officially launched. And on top of that, he claims that she was supposed to retain 5% of the overall tokens that would only pay out partially after 1 year's time, and then periodically throughout the next 3 years.
It was very publicly set up like wrong.
But having like a pre-sale, posting the wallet address beforehand, a sniper made $1 million right when it went live. These were kind of just like really bad practices for like an organic meme coin.
There was a 17% allocation. Most of the pre-sale investors, my understanding is, were Asia, based in Asia.
Okay. And how much was raised for that 17%?
2.8 million.
Basically, when you have a coin where people have a bunch of pre-sale, it means like a bunch of the people got this early access to it.
That
So
normal people don't have access to.
That normal people don't have access to.
So basically, she didn't know anything about crypto. I think that she thought that it was like Fortnite V-Bucks or some shit.
How much total money has been received due to this?
125,000 has
been received.
If you took all the money that you made from the deal, whatever, and just like bought back the coin and then locked it up, I feel like that's a very like clear action that you can make.
You take every dollar that you made on this and you mark it by this token and you lock it up. You walk away from it. You don't ever see that money. You can never touch it again.
Yeah, that's absolutely never going to happen. And to me, it wouldn't even be worth losing the 225K because her career is beyond saving at this point. In fact, I was pretty amazed that she had one to begin with, okay? I think she was like an industry...
Take out free money off that, free clout.
Plant put her up there right next to Bobby Althoff. And obviously, this episode never officially came...
Isn't Bobby Althoff just out there just sucking other guys, whatever? I don't know, allegedly, quote unquote. Basically doing the same Drake shit. Inviting people and just letting them hit. Allegedly, I don't know.
Came out, probably because once it was leaked, they saw how it rubbed everyone the wrong way, and how it was an even worse look for her as she just seemed like she knew nothing about this project, nor the space that she was promoting relentlessly. And she was also not remorseful at all for what happened. Now when it comes to the official comeback, the immediate thing that people were saying was that this made them lose even more respect for the Black Logan Paul. But hey, the poor guy just can't keep himself away from all these different crypto scumbags. And I actually sat through this entire thing, which puts me at right around 2 hours of hawking that TUAH. So yes, in short, my brain has suffered permanent damage. Now in terms of the actual content here, there really is none. This was like someone drifting in the middle of the ocean with nothing in sight to save them, and suddenly here comes a life raft to jump onto. Because no matter how you feel about KSI, he is a big time draw when it comes to content, especially on YouTube. So what I'm saying is this was a big opportunity. He is one of the biggest online stars in the world, and they completely botched this podcast. She and her co-host seem to know literally nothing about him.
What age did you start getting all this?
Around 14, 15. Yeah, I was
You've
quite young.
been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
I need to know how you got your prom.
See, literally, that's literally unk, bro. That is unk. What was that? His peak? No. What the hell? That's AI. That's literally unk, bro.
I'm drinks in every store known to man.
Did it start out in the UK?
No, so it started out in America and then eventually came to the UK.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing you got like really known for?
Ooh, FIFA.
What is FIFA?
So FIFA is like a football game or soccer game where, I don't know, you pass the ball around.
It's playing with gummy worms. Bro, it's playing with gummy worms and making it look like meat and touching each other.
Around the pitch and then you put it in the net.
Oh, you come up with that?
No, I did not come up with FIFA.
Like, why not come on prepared with some great questions for him? Read into what's been going on in his life or what he has on the horizon for his career. How does it feel to be aging in the content space? Have your parents always been supportive of what you do? Do you think your little brother feels like he lives in your shadow? How do you navigate your true identity and your online persona? Why do you think that people resonate with your content for over a decade? These are questions that just came off the top of my mind. And I mean, some of the stuff they ask him is just downright disrespectful.
How old are you?
So I am 31.
31.
Yeah.
When did you
I
start?
never guessed that.
Really? How old did you think I was?
I was thinking like 25. Maybe.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
We both assumed that.
25?
Yeah. We didn't look it up either.
But I didn't know that you like started out like at an early age.
What do you walk out to?
So normally just my own music.
Oh.
Yeah, so
You've been to the U.S. a few times, right?
way too many times.
Do you have a favorite state or anything?
Like, he couldn't even skim his fucking Wikipedia? And as a matter of fact, I have to applaud KSI for carrying this podcast. He is more inquisitive than her.
They're not entertaining. Yeah. That's basically my thing.
Her, who is supposed to be the interviewer. And keep in mind, they flew all the way to the UK to do this.
And we may or may not have flew to London to get a very special guest for you.
And they were still somehow completely unprepared. We also learn here that even Jake Paul, of all people, had to jump off.
Did Jake Paul take steroids, bro? Why the hell is his head so big?
Off of this burning ship. Some of you might remember that he appeared to be the one driving this boat, coaching her up and extending her 15 minutes of fame.
Now we're the official owners of Talk TUAH.
This, I know, is going to annoy Jake Paul.
Oh, definitely.
But I'm glad you're free from his grasp and are able to flourish and be, well, one of the best podcasts.
And the rest of this conversation had to be some of the most pointless, droning dialect my mind has taken in for a very long time.
Everybody was a thing with your brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody in my friend group.
Yo. Crazy.
Had a thing with him.
Oh, wow.
You don't know what the electric slide is?
No.
He gave us a hand hug when we first met him. I was like, all right, you know what? He's a cool guy. He gave me a hand hug.
Yeah.
You don't like Disney princesses?
I don't think I've seen any of them.
How do you feel about fried pickles? But here's a deal breaker. They gotta have an accent and they gotta be 6'10" at least.
6'10" is crazy.
Fuck around, find out, fuck around.
It's so awkward, bro. It's so awkward. God damn. That's like me every single time I end up in a fucking presentation.
Find out.
I don't know if I like that song.
How do you say oil?
Ooh.
O-I-L.
Oil.
Oil. Oil.
Oil.
Oil.
You're saying all.
And once again, she has thrown all the bail in the world here for what they view as an honest mistake with this hot coin, and they essentially say that this blunder was something that everyone in her situation would have done.
Yeah, in this industry, people are going to use and abuse you. Like,
I ain't see this, bro. Aaron the plumber Loki crashed out.
I found that out the hard way. I had to find that out the hard way.
You've got this, man. Like, you know, you're back here again. You know, you haven't just hidden away and just gone, oh, screw this, I'm done.
I'm still here.
But it's good that you've come back, strong and, you know, you're still here. Yeah. And that's it. You just have to just keep going.
And if this was like 5 years ago when crypto scams weren't so widely known, it was kind of like the Wild Wild West, maybe she would get a pass. But especially after CryptoZoo and the insane negative press that it got, no influencer in their right mind should ever think about launching their own meme coin. So yes, this chick has seemingly not hawked till last TUAH, but as I'm writing this, the podcast sits at a cool 30k views. A far cry when you consider what she was getting before, and the fact that this is like the first time she's speaking out after this incident. It's a pretty bad look when people don't even care enough, like, out of hatred to click. Although recently there have been talks that she might be getting a documentary on her rise to fame. I also heard that she's making
I don't know who the hell's gonna watch that. That shit's gonna be at.
in a cameo in some sort of Chad Powers TV show. So
she did not even help or pay the person who basically brought her up. The person that she brought her up, she didn't shout the guy out, do this, that. Like, she was just there. Just basically being greedy. Literally, greed. Person who basically blew you up. Even Speed did not. Speed literally helped the person out. He shouted the person out and like brought him on, and she couldn't do that. All that for what? All that for what? You feel like you got too much clout and you can't help someone else. Like, it's not right in my opinion, at least. But it is what it is, though.